All right, welcome to day 7 of Pelling with Glen. Congratulations on completing your first week of Pelling with Glen. You're doing great, glad to have you. So today we're going to make a slight change in how we do our training, and this is a change we're going to continue on throughout the rest of our training. And that is, we're going to start alternating hands on different days. Right? When you start doing any sort of training, any sort of exercising where you're building muscles or you're putting a lot of work into your muscles, and for some of you, this may be a fair amount of exercise, a fair amount of effort as you start getting in shape for Pelling. And that's great. I'd love to have you joining us, and I'm glad you're improving your fighting. So this change I'm talking about is alternating hands. We're no longer going to do both hands every day on our practice days. On days when we learn a new shot, we're still going to use both hands, right? That's going to be a learning day. We're going to learn both hands at the same time. However, for our practice days, which is what today is going to be, another practice day, we are going to alternate hands. So today is a left hand practice day. So we're going to finish our week of learning offside chops. So we're going to finish our week of learning same side chops with our left hand. For most of you, that's your offhand. So that's the hand you probably need the most practice with anyway. Those of you who are naturally left-handed, congratulations, you're better than everybody else. Also, left hand's still going to be our killing hand a lot of time when we're Florentine, so getting a little extra practice on our left hand isn't a bad thing. However, if you are a natural lefty, on times when I'm doing things with an offhand as a bonus round, feel free to switch it to your right hand. But as a general rule, from now on, we're going to do one hand per day unless we're learning a new shot. And then we'll still do our warm-ups with one hand, and we'll learn with both hands. So, as I said, today's a left-hand day, so let's go ahead and face up against our Pel. We're going to work through the 3 shots we've learned in both hand configurations. Right? We're going to do 20 shots of each. So make sure you're facing your Pel. Got your front foot pointing at your opponent. You've got your back foot off at 90 degrees. And we're going to switch that actually, because we're going to start with our sword leg back. So front foot again, pointing at your opponent. Back foot 90 to 45 degrees off your opponent. That opens up your hips. When you're throwing these shots, as always, make sure your shoulders and your hips are in a line. You don't want to break that kinematic link in your chain. And make sure that you are not picking your hand up when you throw. All right? We don't want to chamber. We want to start the shot with forward motion. So today, left hand shots. We're going to start with our frame shot. Go ahead and frame up. Remember, you can be making these shots your own. In fact, you should be making shots your own. So if your natural starting point is here, that's fine. If it's here, that's fine. It probably shouldn't be here because now it's too late to throw the chop, right, with anything other than wrist, and we want to use our full body. But whatever modifications you are making, and you may continue to make them as you work on the shot, to shorten the power stroke and reduce the impact to increase the speed, go ahead and do that. I'm going to keep doing mine with a full frame so you can see what we're doing here. And we're going to do 20 of these. Ready? Begin. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, keep it up, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, great work. Let's go ahead and switch our feet. Sword leg forward. Again, frame up. Remember, this isn't about doing as fast as you can. This is about doing as well as you can. We're looking for excellent shots, not necessarily fast shots. Fast will come with practice. Ready? 20 from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, keep going. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, great work. If you need a minute, go ahead and take a short break. You can pause the video here and come back and join us. Also, when you're throwing these shots, always remember you're driving power from that outside leg. So when I'm throwing these shots, I'm using my leg to start that movement and initiate my power. Right? Use your biggest muscles to get started. All right, once you've taken a short break, if you needed it, get some water. We're going to do our forward chops. There's no rotation in this. It's a forward motion, pushing off the back leg. And we're going to come in, use our last, pull our elbow down, use our triceps to extend our arm, throw that chop. Do 20 of these. with a sword leg forward back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, great work. Remember, if you've got a lower target, if you have a crossbeam on your Pel, if your Pel's shorter, that's better. My Pel is a little bit too high for the shot to be thrown. I would not throw the shot this way, that high, most of the time, but that's the Pel I have, right? An amp guard, no one's shoulders up here, and I'm not bopping them in the head. So, but make sure when you're throwing the shot, you've got that wrist straight. It ends with a little bit of ulnar deviation, which is when you kind of extend your hand to the point, bam. So, we did sword leg back, let's do sword leg forward. 20 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, great work. So that is our left hand forward chop or vertical chop, right? Throwing a vertical chop with a forward motion for our power generating mechanic. A quick note, always want to make sure you're not doing this. This is actually a different mechanic, that explosive mechanic, and you can use that to get motion, but that brings your hand back. Right? That's used in some martial arts, an explosive mechanic to get that arm out there, but we don't want to practice moving our other hand back because that's probably going to have some piece of equipment in it, a shield, another sword. Maybe it's just a hand that you're still going to block with to protect your torso. We don't want to make a habit of pulling that hand back as we throw the shot. So we want to keep that hand forward, throw that shot without using an explosive expansion movement to generate power. Power comes from our legs moving forward and our arm moving down. There should be no expansive chest movement where you're tightening your back muscles and pulling your chest apart to generate power. Because you can do that, right? Get good power that way, but that's not a shot that we're going to work on for amp guard. All right, if you need a short break, go ahead and take that. If not, it is time to switch back to sword leg back. And now we're going to work on our jab mechanic. Remember our jab mechanic, we're using a little bit of rotation, driving off that back leg to rotate our body, but now our hand's coming forward with a jab, and we're coming forward and then extending our arm and turning that into the termination of a shot. So, let's go ahead and throw that outside chop as a jab mechanic. We're going to do 20 of these, left hand sword leg back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep it up. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, great work. If you're not done yet, that's fine. You can always pause the video, catch up, finish your 20 shots, and then resume and join us. Remember, it's not about speed, it's about correctness. So, last thing we're going to do here, we're going to do 20 shots with our sword leg forward. It's going to be the jab. So you're arranging your Pel, you're addressing it, ready to go. 20 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good work. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, that was very well done. Good work. So that wraps up our Pelling today. We're just doing one hand. We're not going to do the other hand. We're doing it on purpose, right? If you want to do more Pelling, keep doing it with your left hand. Don't switch to your right hand. We're going to give our right arm a break so that our muscles can recover. Any muscle development that needs to occur can do it without the muscle being put under stress. So that's why we're doing everything left-handed. Tomorrow, our ropes will be right-handed. Also, tomorrow marks day 8, which is day 1 of week 2, where we're going to learn crossbody shots. So come tomorrow excited to learn some new stuff, and I'll see you then. Have a great day.